Okay, you've probably seen a video like this before. How Dark Souls saved my life, or how the Souls games changed you, or how Elden Ring changed me forever. You know, the works, right? But since I'm on this path of learning new skills, I thought this would just be a good opportunity to sort of showcase where I got this mentality that's not only gonna help me through this YouTube channel, but it's also just gonna help me through life in general. And I think it would help you as well. So let me take you back to where it all started. To the game that disrespected me in the worst way possible. And that game I'm talking about is... I was in middle school when Sekiro first came out. When it first dropped, it was met with a lot of hype and everybody was playing it. Everybody had to get on this new FromSoftware game. But at the time, even though I was and still am a big gamer, it just didn't really catch my eye for some reason. I really just wasn't interested. I thought it was just like some ninja guiding game or something like that, which I really wasn't that interested in at the time. Now, of course, I've heard of FromSoftware from games like Dark Souls, which I was way too afraid to play, and Bloodborne, a game that I did actually try, but I gave up immediately because I died to the first enemy and I had no weapons and I was confused and angry and I dropped the game.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Then one day I was watching a YouTuber by the name of Heavily Controller fight Lady Butterfly. And although he was dying a lot, there was something about that fight that just enthralled me. The clashing of the swords, the beautiful musical score, just overall the gameplay. I couldn't describe it at the time. It was just so intriguing. I had to see what this game was about after I watched him play it. After begging my dad to give me that $60 PlayStation gift card, I finally bought it, downloaded it, started the game, got all the way up to the Lady Butterfly boss fight, and I died a bunch of times and I dropped the game because I got angry.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping!
I mean, I experienced crazy culture shock. I mean, I never played a game so difficult and uncompromising. I folded and I deleted the game, intending to never play it again. But after 2 months, I found myself watching that same video that got me into Sekiro to begin with. And I don't know, just after watching Heavily Controller go back to try and fight that boss again, even though he was dying over and over, it made me want to give it another go, to try again. Like maybe I gave up too quickly, which was something I never thought in my life. Whenever I gave up for good. But for some reason, this game it made me feel like even though I was getting my butt kicked, I could beat this boss if I just kept going at it. I don't know what it was about the game, but I just felt like I could beat this boss. I restarted from the very beginning, got back to the Lady Butterfly boss fight, and I died. Over and over and over again. You get it. I died a lot. But with every death, the combat started to click for me. And I began to understand Sekiro a lot more. Then I beat her. And not only did I beat her pretty handedly, in fact. I had thrown myself so much at this one boss fight. Each and every time I understood more, and I was able to read her every move. As you know, as the Souls community say, I just got good. And it was incredible. It was an incredible feeling. And so I kept going. Every boss fight, every challenge, I threw myself at them without hesitation. I didn't care if I died 100 times. As long as I got to win just that one time, I felt like it was all worth it. With every fight, I learned something new. I got better. I gained confidence with each and every encounter I faced in that game. Everything I learned eventually led me to getting to the final boss, Sword Saint Ishinashina. And that boss taught me basically the same thing this entire game's been teaching me. Throw yourself at a challenge with complete faith in your training, and to not hesitate, because hesitation is defeat. If you doubt yourself, you will die. The game gives you all the tools you need to succeed. You just have to follow through and believe in yourself. And that's how I was able to beat this game.
Do it! Well done, Sekiro. Farewell.
As the credits rolled, I felt a pure sense of pride and accomplishment. I mean, I just beaten what was considered at the time the hardest FromSoft game to date. My mentality completely shifted after playing this game, but I didn't realize it until I played. I'm sure you all know what Elden Ring is. It's FromSoftware's most successful video game ever. It won Game of the Year. I think it won Best Soundtrack, maybe. I'm not sure. It was popular, basically. And so, of course, in high school, I heard all of my friends talking about how they were playing Elden Ring, showing me their builds, showing me them killing the bosses, all that. And so I was like, well, shoot, I gotta play this game too. And I was real confident, you guys. I was real confident. I was sure I could beat this game. I mean, I beat Sekiro, right? So obviously, I would be able to beat it, right? So I bought the game, downloaded it, took 3 hours on the Tree Sentinel, and once I got to the Margit Fell Omen fight, I rage quit it and deleted the game. See, my problem was I was still playing Elden Ring like it was Sekiro. Hyper aggressive, always trying to keep up the flow of combat. And in Elden Ring, things like that can get you killed. Elden Ring is not a game that plays around. You don't get any revives mid-match. But anyway, unlike last time when I quit for like 2 months, but this time, it only took me a day to get back into it. Because deep down I knew this was the same thing that happened in Sekiro. And Sekiro taught me that the only way to get past something like this is to throw yourself at this challenge, lose, and learn. And that's exactly what I did. I pushed forward without any hesitation. I adapted to this new style of gameplay. I embraced each and every loss. I sort of began to enjoy the learning process. I enjoyed sucking at things. I enjoyed not being as good because I knew I could still improve. I knew I could still learn. I could still grow. And just the fact that I can do that, it was exciting. I enjoyed that process. I fell in love with that process. One by one, I took every boss down. Every death was a lesson learned. And some of the most challenging, difficult, tedious bosses I've ever faced went down. But there was still one last fight I had to go through.
I dreamt for so long. My flesh was dull gold, and my blood rotted. Corpse after corpse left in my wake. As I awaited its return, heed my words. I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella. And I have never known defeat.
Malenia, Blade of Miquella, the most infamous boss in all of Elden Ring. I've seen many creators spend hours upon hours just trying to get past phase 1. And now it was my turn. My will, my confidence, my determination, my patience. None of it's been tested like this before. I died in every way imaginable. And I spent half of my summer break dying in every way imaginable. But each attempt made me sharper, and every loss brought me closer to my goal. And eventually, I defeated her.
Strength. Extraordinary. The mark of a true lord. Oh, dear Miquella. Oh, dearest Miquella. My brother. I'm sorry. I finally met my match.
After Elden Ring, it clicked for me. I became more confident, more ambitious. I wasn't afraid to be bad at something. I wasn't afraid to fail. Because FromSoftware taught me that true failure is not getting back up when you fall down. And the goal you want to achieve can be achieved. You're just going to have to be willing to put in the effort and take that first step without any doubt and without any hesitation. I'll always be thankful for Miyazaki and the rest of the FromSoftware team for making these masterpieces. And I'm also thankful for them for making these impossible challenges for me to overcome, for strengthening my will, for teaching me that no matter how impossible something may seem, my reality can be whatever I want it to be, as long as I'm able to put in the work and believe in it. And I hope this video explains why I'm going on this ambitious and crazy path of being a YouTuber and a Renaissance man. And some of you guys may be thinking, come on, man. It's just a game. It's not that deep, man. Well, I pose this challenge to you. Maybe you should try in playing some of these FromSoftware games. Heck, who knows? You may just find out something extraordinary about yourself. Just a thought. Well, that's all I had to say about this topic. If you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think about this video. It's a little bit different from what I usually do. And remember, you guys, you're strong, you're intelligent, capable, and you're worthy. And I'll see you guys in the next one.